Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, these guys let us down. These guys let us down. And my arrogance, my sheer arrogance is shown once again. This was me before. This was me before the tie.
Revenge for 8-2. Yeah, bring me Bayern. Bring me Bayern. Bring me Bayern Munich. Let's go. We need that revenge for 8-2 up for 10-2. Bring me Bayern Munich. Let's fucking go.
Oh my God. Okay. Let me get my composure. What did we just watch today? What did we just watch today? We seen a team out there that played with two. You know what? Let me show you guys what we witnessed. Because from my perspective, when we looked at the lineup to begin, I'm going to break this down from the beginning till the end. Because when I looked at that lineup and I seen two left backs, I knew it was going to be a tough day for Bukayo Saka. Right? But you know what? We have a good team now. We don't need to rely on just one player. But today, there was so many issues. So many issues. Like, we started off well, I thought. We held onto the ball. We were pinging it around. We were creating chances. But we never laid a glove on Bayern Munich. We played the whole game, but I never felt like we actually laid a hand on them. If this was a fight, we got out of there with no punches landed. That's how I felt. This was absolutely shambles in the sense that we did not do nothing in the second half. I screamed out. I screamed out in my house. Odegaard, Saka, anyone, show me something. Step up, rise to the occasion. We need your help. Somebody take the game by the scruff of the neck. Somebody take the game and do something to get us an equalizer. It never came. It never came. And Mikel Arteta also, substitutions late. I felt like he waited until what? What was it? The 80-something minute? No, sorry, the 67th minute to make two substitutions. You know what? That's proactive for Arteta, actually. But it didn't work. We took off Jorginho, we took off Martinelli, we brought on Trossard and Jesus, but it just didn't do anything for us. Saka, I got to give Thomas Tuchel credit. Gamero, what's his name? Gamero and what do you call it? Mazarawi did their job. They held Saka down. They shut down the whole right side. Like in the first minute, Saka had a cross, but besides that, he didn't do nothing. Today, well and truly humbled by the European giants. These guys have been having a poor season, are currently second in the Bundesliga. Looking at their form going into this tie, they lost to some team that I couldn't even name. And it looks like the Premier League is the Farmer League this year. The Premier League is the Farmer League. We're the ones that are getting knocked out in every competition. Man City just got knocked out by Real Madrid. Arsenal just got knocked out by Bayern. Liverpool's about to get knocked out by Atlanta. Brighton's already been out. West Ham's going to be out by Leverkusen. Who the fuck knows no one's going to do shit in Europe this season. Whoever is looking for that fifth place spot, forget about it. You're not getting that either. And going back to the Arsenal game, what the hell was that? What the hell was even that? Can I explain to you guys? In the second half, we had over 150 passes, but we couldn't even get the ball into the box. Late in the game, you need the ball. You need a goal. Get the ball in the box. We couldn't even do that. Overall, the way I analyze this game, I say to myself, break it down into short pieces. The first couple of minutes, I was excited. I seen Martinelli going at players. I seen Saka going at players. I was like, yes, we're doing something. Then, close to the end of halftime, Bayern Munich start to grow in their momentum. They start to grow. They're getting more chances. They're getting more opportunities. And even in those first half opportunities, let's be honest, they had the better chance with the shot that was directly at the goalkeeper. We had a couple opportunities, but we never really did anything with them. I felt like they had more chances within the box. They had more chances within our goal, at our goal. I think Raya had to do a lot more than Neuer. Neuer, sweeper keeper. He was outstanding. You got to give Neuer credit. He showed his experience on the day. And Goretzka, Kimmich, these guys, Kimmich especially, he had himself a wonderful game. Not only did he step up and score the goal, he did everything that he needed to do. Arsenal, on the other hand, we controlled the midfield in the first half, but we lost control late in the game. Our defense was solid. We didn't really give them too many opportunities, but we didn't have a go at them. Our offense let us down again. That is the reality of the situation. The shambles is on the offensive end of the game. We did not do... I'm not going to repeat myself over and over again. At this point, it's just ridiculous. What I got to say to you guys is, where do we go from here? Is the season over? Because some people are going to say the season's over. Do you have hope for the rest of the season? Because all we can do at this moment in time is just try to see if we can get our form back versus Wolves. In addition to that, going back into this game and just looking at it again quickly, microcosms. Tomiyasu. I thought Tomiyasu was okay. Declan Rice. I thought Declan Rice was poor and wasteful at times. Jorginho didn't track the runner for the goal. If I'm not mistaken, was it him or Martinelli? One or the other didn't track the runner for the goal. Kai Havertz. I don't even know. I don't even have too much bad to say about Kai Havertz, to be fair. Ben White, late in the game, tried. I think Martin Odegaard is the one guy you can say he stood up tall. You can say Martin Odegaard stood up tall and did his job. But it was a cagey game. And we were just unable to do it. In the second half, they got that goal, and then from once they got the goal, I don't know if we ever had a chance to get back into it. That's the honest truth. And you want to know something? Everyone now is going to look at one man. And that one man is none other than Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta has to do something. He has to do something, because we're dropping in April once again. We've now been we haven't won a game in 3 games in the month of April. This happened the year before that. Why is it at this time of the season we drop off? Is it fatigue? Is it a lack of rotation and man management? Or is it just mentality? We don't have the mentality to win. What is the issue, the underlying issue that is getting us to continuously drop points at this stage of the season? Why can we not get over the hump? Why is it that this team cannot get over the hump? I genuinely have no idea. Is it that the manager is incapable of getting us there? Is it a combination of all those things combined? Why is it that this team is incapable of getting over the hump late in the season? Now, I'm not saying we have to win the league and the Champions League and do a double. I'm not saying that. I'm just merely saying this is not the team that we've been watching for the last 4 months. That was not the team that we were watching for the last 4 months. They looked incapable of doing anything in the final third. They looked incapable of actually rising to the occasion. Who in that team looked like they were going to score a goal? Did we look like we were ever going to score a goal in those 90 minutes? I genuinely want to know. Did you guys think we would ever look like we were going to score a goal? Honestly. Did we look like we were ever going to score a goal? Yo, my guy, big up. Big up, my guy. I'll put the link in the chat. No problem. I'm honestly, people, let's see what some of you guys are saying, because some of you guys are just always on my case. Some of you guys are always on my case. Bayern Munich is a humbler. Yes, today they were a humbler. People are saying hold that. Yes, we have to hold that. I have to look at how's that Arsenal Bayern combined 11 right now. It looks like fucking doo doo. That's the reality. How on earth am I putting Bukayo Saka in any combined 11 at this moment in time? He's performing terribly, terrible. Terrible performances from Bukayo Saka. Terrible performances from all of our midfielders except for Martin Odegaard. Terrible performances from our whole attack. Martin Odegaard can create chance after chance after chance, but if nobody's finishing it off, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. We are a joke club now. You know what? I'm not willing to say that yet. The thing is, yes, we lost, but you know what? Maybe if we at least had more of a goal, maybe if we were more brave and we at least tried to score a goal, but we did not open up. We did not really get that opportunity. We did not do much in the final third. It was just frustrating. Egal, do you still trust the players and the manager to get over the line? It's not about trust. At this moment in time, we need to regroup. We can't just give up on them. We have to somewhat still have a level of understanding that these guys are good enough to beat Wolves. Win the next 2 games versus Wolves and Chelsea. We're back on top of the Premier League table because Manchester City don't have a game until, if I'm not mistaken, their next game after that is against is in the FA Cup. So we got a little bit of a break. People saying the season's over. Focus on the league now. Yeah, we can focus on the league, but that doesn't mean anything. Regardless, if we're gonna have the same type of performances, it's gonna be shaky. The season is done within a week. Bro, could be. Still Arteta in. I still back the manager. I'm not giving up on the manager just after after a couple of bad results. I'm gonna question it. It's under surveillance, but no. Saka was the worst player on the pitch. It's not a coincidence when you have 2 left backs defending you for 90 minutes. Talk to me, Hugo. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. 1 second before you go. Let me just go to this super chat. You just don't belong in this competition, bro. And it's okay. This competition isn't for everyone. Only the elite belong in it. Well, we were just in the quarterfinals, so we clearly belong in the competition. We just got knocked out late in the competition. Don't act like we got knocked out in the group stages like Man United. Get out of here, Ryan. What are you doing? We don't belong in the competition. What evidence do you have that we don't belong in this competition? Because we clearly belong in this competition. We're one of the best teams in the Premier League this season. It's just we had a bad end to the campaign, and we couldn't go up. But we went up an experienced Bayern Munich side, and they beat us fair and square.
1-0.
Here and cry about it. Talk to me, Hugo.
I'm just saying they only beat us 1-0, but it was the way we went out, man. I'm feeling your sentiment. It was just a whimper, innit? It was just, there was no fights. You know, when you're watching boxing and the person gasses in the last few rounds, it was like that. But we didn't even throw a punch. Like, second half, we just, it was there for the taking. That's the worst thing. That game was there for the taking, but it's psychological. It's like exactly what you said. I was looking, but before I came on, I was looking at April for the last 2 years. When we're going for top 4, we lost to Southampton, we lost to Brighton, we lost 3-0 to Crystal Palace, and we bottled the top 4. Then last season we drew with Liverpool. We drew with who else did we draw with? Southampton, West Ham, and we bottled the league title. West Ham, yeah, that's it. It's psychological. This is where you need big characters. Do you know what I mean? And we don't have those big characters. But then what do you do as a team? What do you do as a manager? You bring in a psychologist, a sports psychologist. It's not hard. It's like, obviously there's some sort of mental fatigue, or I don't know, it's a physical fatigue. But it's so frustrating, man. I'm so frustrated at that performance, man.
I look at that team and I just screamed,
yeah.
Anybody do something. Why is it that teams with less quality than us, like Chelsea, their individual players can just take a game by the scruff of the neck by themselves?
Yeah.
like Cole Palmer, but nobody in our team could take the game by the scruff of the neck. Martin Odegaard, as much as he tried, he can't create the chance for himself and then score it. That's not his role. Is it the manager that's making this team play so rigid, or is it that the players just don't have it? They don't have that it factor.
There's something psychological.
What is this bottles thing? Is it mental? Do these players, are they scarred from previous teams? Because I get the fans being scarred, but why are the players scarred? 1 second. Pray for Bayern. Seriously though, any Arsenal fan calling for Mikel Arteta's head is tapped. Young team, they'll definitely get better. I agree. I agree. But
one more season.
I think Tommy will disagree. Tommy, what are you saying? Tommy.
These players are bottle jobs. Odegaard couldn't hold his head. The rest of them were shit today, and I want the manager. For me, questions have to be asked. One FA Cup in 4 years is unacceptable. Unacceptable. One FA Cup in 4 years. I'm sorry. If he doesn't win next season, see you later. Because for me, I'm still Arteta. Like I said, he needs to start delivering. I'm not going to wait 10 years to win Champions League, Premier League. Nah, it's time to win now, bro. You have to win now. This Bayern Munich team are awful. They're for the taking. Thomas Tuchel, who I rate, he's going end of the season. This Bayern Munich team are there for the taking. Eric Dyer. This shit play. Eric Dyer. We couldn't even call them problems. Eric Dyer.
Bro,
I'm sorry,
first
these players
season
are
back.
bottle jobs. And you know what? Not winning.
1 second. Tom, let's have a serious conversation. Let's have a serious conversation. Do you expect Arsenal to win the Champions League this year? Tom?
No, semi-finals at least. Quarter, semi-finals.
We got quarters. I'm not happy about it. We got knocked out. We got knocked out by quarters,
but we didn't do enough for me to get to semis.
The reality situation is we cannot sit here. Are we seriously going to sit here now saying we need to sack the manager because we lost a quarter?
But you got to start turning up in these big games. You got to start turning up in these.
I hear that. Now let's just look at the team and what happened today. What happened with the team today? What happened?
It's just not good enough. How did Bayern? Our best player, like I said, the rest of them was shit today, bro.
Bro, can I tell you something?
They've got pedigree.
They respected Bukayo Saka more than any other team has ever respected Bukayo Saka. They put 2 left backs in the team because of their injuries to the likes of Leroy Sané and all these other guys. Where is it? Because of their injuries to Kingsley Coman, Gnabry, and all these guys, they put 2 left backs on the left side. These 2 had Bukayo Saka on lock. Look at this. Bukayo Saka had 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 shots, 21 passes. He had 3 touches in the opponent's box. He only made 1 pass in the final third. 1 pass in the final third and 2 crosses. This was by far the best defensive performance I've seen from another opponent on Bukayo Saka. They completely shut him out of the game, and one of Bukayo Saka's worst performances in an Arsenal shirt. It's not a coincidence.
There's a few of them, isn't there? This is the thing, Egal. There's a few of them every season at the end.
He needs to be dropped, Saka.
He goes missing sometimes when the big game comes. He does, and I love
drop him against Wolves on Saturday. For a few games, he's shit, bro.
What? Okay, let me ask everyone in the chat who agrees with Tom that we should be dropping Saka in the next game. Hugo?
No, you can't drop him. But if he's not playing well, you can substitute him. If he's not playing well, it's a mentality thing. He'll probably score a hat-trick in the next game. Do you know what I mean? When the pressure's off, he's amazing. But it's just, I don't know, man. Obviously, he missed that penalty last season against West Ham as well. He missed that penalty in the World Cup. I think it is a psychological thing with Saka. You know, it's not just him. Martinelli should have scored that. I'm sorry. A top-class striker in the first half scores that goal. Gabriel passing to the opposition too much in the first leg. Again, he got away with it in this leg. He did it in the last game against Aston Villa. Oh, it's just
And
frustrating.
bro,
It's a
also
mentality.
seeing Man City also get knocked out, I kind of feel like it's a missed opportunity, mate.
Yeah,
Because the
massive.
Champions League winners just got knocked out also. But the overall performance,
They're not Man
it
City.
was-
They're not good on penalties though. Their penalty record's not that good, Man City.
let's talk about the overall performance. Why were we so flat?
So
Why
flat.
could we not create
Flat.
anything?
Because we didn't attack enough. We didn't create much, man. We should have attacked Bayern Munich.
Shall I summarize
Put
it? Shall I summarize
cause
it?
them problems.
I'll summarize.
Let me
We
just
didn't
read
believe
these
it.
super
We didn't
chats.
do it. We didn't look like score. We didn't do
Let me
enough.
just read, let me just take a break for
This
the super
manager-
chats. There's 3 super chats. Let me just read them. This Bayern team is rubbish. You still couldn't beat them. I don't know why your club even bothers with the Champions League. That is not your thing. Okay, first of all,
He's off him.
what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why are we saying because we got knocked out in the Champions League by one
I like
goal
you, Ryan.
difference
You've
because
got
we got
one Premier League in
embarrassed? Come on,
30
Ryan.
years, mate.
Nah, he's chatting shit. Yeah, and then we got Arteta needs
Ryan,
to
you've got one
release
Premier
the
League in
handbrake
34 years, mate.
a little.
So
I think this point is important. I think this is
I agree
important.
with this one.
I think the handbrake has been on for too long, and it is a thing where we need to somewhat rein it back and let these guys have a little bit more individual brilliance, show a little bit more individual brilliance, and let them just do their thing. Because why is it that Bukayo Saka doesn't even take those long shots anymore? Why is it that nobody, like, how many people in this team would you see attempt the kind of goals that Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden scored recently for City?
We're not there yet though. We're not at that level, Egal. This is the thing. We haven't got those big characters. You know what I mean? Like the Rodriguez. They've got experience. You know, Walker, he's old, but they've got the experience.
exactly.
Bernardo Silva's. We need. Shall I tell you who we need? Shall I tell you who we need? And people might disagree. Emi Martinez. He won the World Cup. He won us the FA Cup. He loves Arsenal. He said it in the last interview.
You think Ray is the problem?
I think he's not that big character. He's not that big. I would have Emi Martinez. We need an elite.
Ray literally won us the last round.
He's not elite. He's not elite. Ask the people in the chat. Who would you prefer, Martinez or Reyes? I would prefer Martinez just for his character. All day long.
Emmy. Obviously, Emmy.
All day
Emmy,
long.
obviously.
Come on,
Emmy's
now,
better.
be honest.
You guys are stretching it.
Way better.
Why are we talking about goalkeepers?
Because we need
Our
characters.
defense wasn't the problem.
Emmy.
Our attack was the issue.
Like I said,
No, it's not just the defense. It's character. We need a character. He's a
Arteta
character.
out, bro.
All
Still
right,
Arteta out,
all
man.
right, all right.
Bro.
Let me bring in one more person. But this guy here is saying Arteta out. No big club would go 4 years
Hurry up and get
trophyless.
Zidane. Hurry up and get Zidane more.
I don't think we're getting no Zidane. The manager's
Yeah,
not going
it's
nowhere.
true. This manager
Let's
has
keep it real. We got Miles in the building. Miles, what's good?
What's up?
Talk to me,
So
man.
we
How you
can't
feeling?
get. So we. I know we're not going to get Zidane, but we can get Simeone. Better man.
I don't think
Nothing 4
Simeone
years.
leaves. He's the highest
It's
paid player.
unacceptable,
Simeone is the
mate.
highest
One
paid
FA Cup in 4
manager
years.
in world football. He's
He
not
went
leaving
out
us.
It's not good enough. I'm
Simeone-
sorry.
Simeone
I
went
want this
out.
manager to go.
Stop.
Sorry.
Let's stop
Simeone went
talking
out.
about sacking the manager at this moment in time, please. Miles, what are you saying?
I mean, I'm just pissed. I'm really pissed. Like, it's just another trophy we throw away, you know? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, we still have the Premier League. Do you guys have any do you believe at all we can still win the Premier League?
I mean, what's the evidence that makes you think we can win it?
No.
We just need to win our next
Yeah,
couple games,
that's
and
it to win.
we can get back
Again.
we can get our confidence back and get back into form. Football's a crazy thing.
The confidence is so low, though. It's like,
Confidence is low, and I think the belief in the fan base is
There you
also
go.
very low.
Do you know what it is? The problem, Egal. We've seen this a few seasons in a row. You know when we tumble,
I want this
we
manager to
go
go. I'm
down.
sorry. He
We
needs
go
to go
down
now.
heavy.
Time to
Let me
go.
just finish this point.
Later,
Finish this
Tom.
point. You know when we go down, and we get like it's like when a boxer gets a jab
Yeah.
or he gets punched, we're dazed. It's like there's a run. We drew with Bayern Munich, then we lost to Aston Villa, now we lost to Bayern Munich. I'm not confident for Wolves. I'm not confident for the rest of the games. Had we won those games, yeah, no problem. But we could win the league. But now I'm not confident in the league.
Me either. I'm not confident. It's gonna be tough.
Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Martinelli, what did you think about his performance? I thought he was shocking today.
Yeah,
It just seemed to me every time he got the ball, he would just turn and pass it backwards. Like you got to take on your man.
There you go.
Like
and it's not it's the last 5 games. It's the last.
Martinelli had a difficult night. Kimmich is one of the best at his position.
I don't think so. I think Kimmich is beatable in that position. He's not the fastest. He's smart, but you can get after him.
But Martinelli had a few chances to get past him, but he couldn't do nothing. And
don't
boy,
you think it's been like that in the last few games? You know, since his injury, since that gash on his foot, he hasn't been taking on players.
I don't think he's been all right. I don't think he's been good.
He's fit.
He's had a poor season.
He's had a poor season.
Very poor season. Goals has he scored? Not many.
Martinelli has been shocking, and we're going to talk about Saka and everything. I think we spent a lot of time talking about Saka, but I'm just touching on some of the talking points. The next talking point is Tomiyasu. I think Tomiyasu, the Tomiyasu thing worked.
I think Tomiyasu did well.
I think Tomiyasu did well.
I did.
Out of all the people, Tomiyasu did really good. He helped. Sane gave us so many problems in the first game. This game, did you think Sane gave us too many problems, guys? I don't think so.
I know Sane wasn't Phil, but Tomiyasu is a proper defender. I think if Tomiyasu had been playing the first game, we would have had a much better chance. I don't think we conceded those 2 goals like the way Kiwi or what was weak on that. Tomiyasu is a proper defender. I thought Tomiyasu played well. It's just the link-up play up front with Martinelli isn't as good.
I feel like second half he got cooked a little bit, but
he got dropped one time, but that was he wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Overall, I think he had a decent game, and and that element worked. People saying, Egal, it's fans like you calling Arteta king. How is your king tonight? Another awful coaching performance. What are you gonna do when he has a bad game? I'm gonna keep it real. He had a bad game. The manager had a bad game. The team had a bad game. No one stepped up to the occasion. You know, one thing we did do well though. One thing we did do well is we kept Harry Kane quiet.
He didn't have a shot on target.
We kept Harry Kane quiet, but his team won.
I thought it was decent. His hold-up play was good.
No, we kept him quiet, to be honest. I don't think he did anything.
Gabriel
Magalhaes,
he did not.
The defensive side of our game, we did what we needed to do. It's just we lose the tie 1-0, and it's like you look back at yourself and you say to yourself, we didn't do enough offensively, but defensively, I thought we were fine. The goal that we conceded, I more or less blame the person who didn't track Kimmich. Who was it? Was it Gabriel or was it Jorginho? One or the other. Gabriel Martinelli or Jorginho. One of them didn't track the runner, and we conceded the goal. But we did keep Harry Kane relatively quiet. I know nobody wants to hear any positives off the back of a loss, but
that's true. We did.
That's maybe an irrelevant point. Fucking Thomas Tuchel, man. Yeah. Thomas Tuchel got the better of Arteta and Arsenal, and the only person who can put their head up high today, the only person, I think he's the only guy who showed up today.
No, I think Jorginho played all right.
He was decent.
Jorginho's at fault for the goal.
Which one? No, it was Martinelli that was.
I don't know who was. I didn't see.
It was Martinelli. I saw it.
Hey,
it was poor defending. Yeah.
If you want to give Jorginho, if you want to crown Jorginho also, fair. But I thought Odegaard was the most creative player in the team. He continuously was the one standing up for the occasion. Everyone else was kind of like they didn't want to rise. The only person who actually tried.
You could see Odegaard wasn't fully fit either, but you could see he was playing through some injury.
You think he plays against Wolves?
I don't know, because I think he wasn't 100% Odegaard. You know, in that first leg and against Villa, he was magical. That first half against Villa, unbelievable. That was his best game for us. But he didn't. For me, I don't know whether it was they defended really well. I don't know. I feel like he usually has more energy than that, and I didn't feel like he did that. But I thought he was all right. He wasn't bad. He was one of our best players, but ultimately we lost.
I think the attack was pretty poor. Havertz,
We-
Saka. Yeah. I mean, what did Saka do?
We were impotent.
Saka was terrible.
How
Yeah,
many bad games has he had though? Like we're not talking about it.
Saka's
Right.
had how many bad games? You're right. Like
A lot.
I can't even name them. It just seems like I don't remember the last good game he had. Was it the Brighton game?
Brighton.
well in the last game against Bayern Munich. Let's be honest. He scored that goal,
He was decent. I wouldn't say.
but he should have shot against Neuer rather than taking that.
He could have won us the tie. At
He's
the
just
end.
He should have just
That
went
was-
around Neuer, but
You know,
Fucking hell.
Saka. One thing I would say about Saka, he's good defensively as well. Like he gets back very well, so he's not just an attacker. That's one thing I would always say. Even Martinelli, to some degree, apart from obviously the goal today, but they generally track back very well. Off the ball stuff is very good. But it's
All right,
just
what are we giving? What rating we giving these guys? Raya.
I think he looked nervous, man.
I think Raya made a couple good saves. I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, I just think he brings a bit panic. Him and Gabriel, them two make me nervous together.
Gabriel was
Gabriel
rusty. He was
Gabriel
rusty.
Magalhaes the last couple of weeks fell off a cliff.
It's just
Yeah.
the passing. It's Raya. You know, him and Raya, their communication is poor when they play.
It was
together.
bad. There was one pass where they had some miscommunication or something.
But
the
Gabriel
first half.
overall played all right. He played well. His heading was very good. He cleared everything from the box. They had a lot of corners.
And he did, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give Raya. I'm gonna
5.
give Raya a 5.
Give him a
I don't
5 or
think
6.
I don't think he did anything wrong. I thought Ben White was one of the guys who stood up for the occasion. I'll give him a 6.
Yeah,
I thought he was solid. I'm not giving anybody no ridiculous ratings today. Saliba, did Saliba do anything wrong? I'm gonna give him a 6
Not
also.
really.
He was
Yeah,
solid.
6.
Gabriel Magalhaes gets a 5.5. I don't think he was that solid. He gave us a couple headaches. He won some headers, but for God's sakes, for many of the corners, he didn't really get much on it himself. Tomiyasu, decent game.
Yeah,
I'll give him a 5.5. 6. No, 6. I'll give him a 6. I thought he was decent. Jorginho,
6.
A 6.
6.
I thought Rice was very poor though.
Yeah,
Very
Rice. He looked tired at moments.
Last 3 games, tired, hasn't he? Last 3 games.
Yeah, the last 2 or 3.
Yeah, Rice definitely was not up for the occasion either. You gotta say.
The
what
midfield
it
got
is.
overrun. Like it definitely did.
Yeah, that Goretzka, Lemar.
Yeah, that Limer guy, he's good.
Played well, that man.
Yeah, people are telling me I'm in the mud. I know I'm in the mud. Allow me. I know I'm in the mud.
People thought we would smash Bayern though, so
What?
people thought we would destroy Bayern, so
Yeah, I did too. I was celebrating when we drew Bayern, man.
I did.
Now I look like an
I
absolute
thought we
idiot.
were going to go through, but I thought it was going to be tight. But I didn't think we were going to go out, and that's what
I didn't expect us to lose in the fashion that we did.
Us to lose.
I thought you know what? At least it was close. It wasn't a disgusting like embarrassment.
Yeah.
The way people are speaking, they're making it seem like we got embarrassed. We didn't get embarrassed.
Like pretend to or whatever.
It's not like we got embarrassed. We just didn't create anything at that whole game.
We didn't show our best. That's
It
what
wasn't. That's the embarrassing bit because we know we're better than that.
If we play our
Rice
best, we
gets
can
a
beat
4. Rice gets a 4 because his performance was not good enough. Odegaard is the best player. He's going to get a 7. That's the highest rating. Saka is going to get a 2. I thought Saka, that was one of his worst performances in an Arsenal kit.
The corner alone should
the corner.
Last kick of the game.
Last chance.
Yeah. And who did that free kick where they passed it to Trossard when it should have gone?
They tried to do like what Trent did.
Stupid.
Free kick taken quickly.
We had 3 chances. We had 3 set pieces. We fluffed the lines with every single one.
We don't have a set piece specialist. Saka 2, Martinelli 4.
No,
we've already spoken about how poor he was.
Havertz, he should have scored.
Did you guys even notice Havertz in most of the game? He barely had any impact.
No. No,
He didn't do
impact.
anything.
4. Gabriel Jesus, when he came on, immediately looked like he was better off. But still not enough impact. He he got us a couple free kicks. That's it. I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, that's it. It's hard to rate him.
Trossard, he didn't even have many moments. I think
He
he was
had
the
that
one who
chance to cross it in, and he
he's
lost
the one
ball
who took the free kick quickly, right?
at 3.
No, he's the one who gave away the free kick where they scored from, no?
I don't know. I've lost track now. But he should have. He lost the ball to Kimmich when he should have crossed the ball in. He lost.
And you know the most frustrating thing of them all is we're chasing the game. We need a goal. We need a winner. Who do we bring on? Eddie Nketiah.
King Eddie.
Him a 1, man. He actually. I don't even know if he touched the ball.
Honestly, I'm gonna give Arteta a 1 out of 0. Also, 1 out of 10.
I'm a big Arteta fan, and I'm starting to doubt it, man. I'm starting to doubt whether he can get us over the line. This is the third.
I mean, I've always doubted him. He's not. He hasn't proved that he can get over the line yet. I mean,
who would you have though? I would have Emery back. I think Emery.
What?
came
Take
bad
Emery
time
back?
last time. I'd have it.
you take Emery back. I mean,
Yeah, I'd have it.
shit.
You
He didn't
take
work
Unai
day
Emery
long.
back over Arteta.
All day.
Well, I definitely think
I think
Emery's a
Emery's
better
good.
manager than Arteta.
I always
That's for
liked
sure.
him. I just think
But-
people like
Well,
Aubameyang.
why are we doing this, guys? Why are we having the conversation about Arteta being sacked after
Because we've got
after
one
the
more-
season that we've been having?
No, I'm not saying Arteta sacked yet. I'm just saying at the end of the season,
not-
if we don't
but
win anything,
next
there
season,
should be questions.
you have to.
The
Come on,
reality
man.
situation is, at the end of the season, even if we don't win anything, they're most likely going to keep him until next season.
No, they definitely will because the Cronkies only care about top 4. So
It's not that they care about top 4; it's that they view this season as small as it, as similar as it's been to last season. They might view it as a small step towards what we need to do.
It is.
how
It
though?
is progress. Let's be honest.
In the sense
It's
that we're
progress.
getting
We
more
went-
quality, we've gotten a better team, we played better this season. Defensively, we looked a lot better. Offensively, we've been there's been moments where we've been unplayable.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
why
we're
is it
lacking
April?
about 2
like-
players. I think we're lacking 2 players, maybe, like 2 quality players, like maybe a Ivan Toney and
Well,
a
obviously we need a
Martinez.
striker. Obviously,
Obviously, we need a striker, but we also need somebody who is. We need Mikel Arteta to kind of freshen up his ideas behind the scenes. Apparently, he's bringing in this new assistant coach. Maybe that could be the change that's needed, because I don't see them changing the manager. What they're going to do is they're going to change everyone some people behind the scenes,
Yeah.
but they're not going to change the manager himself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's tough. I mean,
We-
it's just annoying considering how good of a season we've had to end with nothing again. It's like not saying
It's not over yet, bro. What's the likelihood of us winning the league? Maybe very low, but we still have a chance in that.
yeah, we
I
have a
wouldn't
chance.
give up on that.
I wouldn't hold my breath, bro. Like, listen, I was believing last season. I don't believe this season. Man. I just seen the capitulation has already started. Because started at Bayern Munich last week.
it
It's just
did.
gonna.
Yeah,
I'm just saying to all the Arsenal fans, you know what? Don't get your hopes high because it hurts. It hurts when we do bottle it, and then it's a psychological thing. Like expect the worst, and then if we do win it, then at least we're happy.
yeah.
Oh, you have to view it, man. Otherwise, you get depressed. Like literally, you get depressed. It's depressing,
Bro, all I know is I'm gonna be a meme for the next week. It is what it is. I got Real Madrid combined 11s. I got Bayern Munich Bayern Munich. When we drew Bayern Munich, I was going all crazy. It is what it is. I'm finished.
well, hopefully, the
I mean, y'all
channel
thought
will
Bayern
grow.
was finished. I mean,
Positive.
y'all thought Bayern was finished. I mean, they're different in the
They
Champions
got
League.
experience. You know what won it for them? The experience won it for them. Like people like Kimmich, they've got like people like Muller behind the scenes. They've got Harry Kane. He has got Champions League. He's an incredible striker. As much as I hate Neuer, do you know what I mean? They've got these Sane. They've got these sort of players who've been there, done that. So
Yeah, we don't have any of that.
They had
other
more.
than
This is our first season in the Champions League for after what 14 years ago? Is it 14 years?
in the quarterfinals. Yeah.
Quarterfinals. Listen, next year, hopefully we'll kick on from this. This is probably, if you ask me at the start of the season, I probably thought this is as far as we're going to get. Quarterfinals to semi-finals if we're lucky. I didn't think we're going to win it. But having said that, I think this tie was there for the taking. That's the frustrating part tonight.
Yeah, I thought we were a better team than Bayern before we played them.
I still think we are. That's the worst thing. I'm going to go to sleep tonight thinking we're still a better team than Bayern.
In the first leg, it was just...
That's exactly what I was going to say. I still believe we're a better team. It's over, dudes. You are drunk. You bottled everything.
It's the rival bad.
It's not official over. It's not officially over. Until the fat lady sings, it's not over.
If we win the league, then what? I mean, even though I don't think we are, but if we do, then they'll all go quiet. There won't be no bottle jobs. Super.
I mean, Man City just lost. Maybe they'll start.
Yeah, maybe
losing.
Do you think Haaland hasn't been the same this season? Does anyone else think that in the chat? Haaland's not the same striker as he was last season. I know he's still the top scorer, but he's not as good as he was last season.
He's definitely not. But we've always known he's more of a goal scorer. He's not a good player, He's just he'll just get you goals. That's it,
Will City going out have a psychological effect on them? I know they usually.
Bro, Ederson was their best penalty taker. Their attackers were all shit at penalties. If we would have got to penalties, maybe we would have won.
Someone told me.
Listen to this. Who do you support? Let me know. Who do you support? Man said you are Arsenal. The lady has sung "It's Over."
It's probably a Chelsea fan.
This is definitely a Tottenham or Chelsea fan. By the way, the laughing point is us losing to Aston Villa, and them losing to Newcastle, and now all of us getting knocked out of the Champions League. Tottenham are now fucked. They're not going to get a Champions League spot.
Yeah, that's the positive. That's
good. Yeah.
There's no positive, but it's just ironic. The people who were laughing at us fucking needed us to do well.
But look at our old manager though, making Champions League in his second season.
But do you know what's gonna piss me off though? If they beat us and that ends the title because they need to get top 4, that will piss me off. But anyway, let that bridge go.
Nah, bro, I'm confident against Tottenham. It's just at this moment in time, we take a massive hit to our ego and our team. Like it just takes a massive hit.
I'll tell you a funny story. My friend, he's got a box at Tottenham. So I went there with him. And you know what I do? I pretend I'm a Tottenham fan. I go, we're fucking shit. We're absolute bollocks. This is why Arsenal are better than us. The Tottenham fans are going, yeah. I'm probably giving it away now, but they're going, yeah, we're rubbish. This is why we'll never be as good as Arsenal. They all agree with me. But yeah, fucking that's a bit of a laugh when I go there.
Man said I'm a neutral. I do podcasts about football. I live in Charlton and check it out. Beckingham's basement. Big up to him, man. Big up to you for the super chats. But yeah, man, I think I'm done for today, man. I'm so disappointed. I've already done 2 TikToks on this. We've done a video now, and it's like if I go on my Twitter mentions, like bro, my Twitter mentions are freaking crazy right now.
This season, isn't it, Egal? This time of the season, this is where you blow up, though, Egal. That's one good thing.
Always.
No, but it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I want to be known for something positive, not this.
Oh, we need that revenge for 8-2 for 10-2. Bring me Bayern Munich. Let's fucking go.
I went too much. I did too much there.
To told that one there.
That's too much. That's too much.
Tomorrow,
that's too much. Anyways, we weigh out here. Big up to you for the super chat. Gavin, big up to you for the super chat. Nerd Beats, football analyst, big up to you for the super chats. And we also got Rayan, big up to you for the super chats. Honestly, you guys trying to make my day a little bit more brighter. Yeah, look at the hairline. Yeah, my hairline's finished, bro. Hairline finished. It is what it is. At least I still have some hair. I'm out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a good one. Man keeps talking about Northside. Northside's my guy. Let them cook if they want to cook. It's certain people are gonna enjoy themselves today. Certain people like Rivals are gonna enjoy themselves and they're gonna have themselves a good time. Personally, for me, I'm not gonna stress myself out. You guys have yourselves a good day. We're out of here, people. I'll catch you guys on the next one. What am I gonna do next? I might have to do an Arsenal panel show tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do an Arsenal panel show tomorrow. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Stop hyping this team. Ain't got minerals as usual. Arsenal, no European heritage. That's clearly a Chelsea fan just talking shit.
There you go.
Hey, we beat Wolves, we beat Chelsea, we'll be back on top of the Premier League table. From there, you never know. I'm not giving up.
Yeah.
Better win it.
I'm not giving up. Call it what you want. This team earned my respect. We lost today, but we still have what it takes on any given day. We just need to switch it back on somehow.
You need
Hey.
belief. You need belief. That we have to believe.
They don't look like they had belief.
That's the biggest thing I got. That's what I was saying earlier. We don't believe it. You have to believe it. You have to believe. If you're gonna
It seemed like at times I had more faith in them to score than they did themselves.
both. You and me both.
They didn't look like they wanted it.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know what it was like? You ever play FIFA and you know you're up 3-1, you know you're up and you know the other team can't ever score. You just start pinging it around. That's what Bayern started doing.
Yeah.
They started passing it back to the goalkeeper, doing whatever they needed to do to hold on to the ball. And Arsenal was just like, we stopped pressing. The first half, our press was so good. Second half, our press fell off a cliff.
Yeah, I feel like they dominated us second half.
Intensity was gone in the second half. They just destroyed us. But yeah, bro, I'm out of here. It's late. I got work tomorrow. I appreciate everyone watching. And yeah, if you're here for my tears, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. I'm out of here. Peace.